Guys, a lot of you have been requesting for a long time that I make a video on how to upgrade the Xbox 360 to Xbox One, and honestly for a while I thought it was impossible, so I just ignored it completely. But it turns out, I figured out recently that it is possible. It sounds absurd. How can you upgrade the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that today. It's actually not as hard as you might think. It only is going to take a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. So it turns out ever since Microsoft started manufacturing the Xbox One, they figured out it was easier to just put the same chipset and hardware into both the Xbox 360 that they're still manufacturing and the Xbox One instead of manufacturing both in smaller quantities. So if you bought an Xbox 360 in the last couple of years, it turns out that your Xbox 360 has the same hardware as the Xbox One. It's just hidden away, kind of dumbed down, but there's a secret developer code in the Xbox 360 consoles that allows you to activate and install the Xbox One OS and bring that out and use it exactly like an Xbox One, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Now before you start this, it's important to know that if it works for you, then it is going to delete all the content on the hard drive because of course it will be installing that new operating system, the Xbox One, so of course nothing is going to be left from the Xbox 360. So back everything up before you try this. Make sure it's all backed up. It's also important to know that Xbox One is not backwards compatible with Xbox 360 games, so if you install this new operating system on here, then you're not going to be able to play any of your Xbox 360 games anymore. So now that we have that all out of the way, why don't we just jump right over to the Xbox 360 I have in the other room and I'll show you how to do it. It doesn't take long at all, it's really easy. Alright, so here we are at the Xbox, and I recommend taking out any discs. I don't know if it's required, but that's what I do just to be safe. Now what you want to do is go over to the Settings tab, then drop down to System, go to Storage, and then find whatever is the hard drive. That's what you want to clear off. Then once this is highlighted, you need to press this code. Left bumper, right bumper, X. Left bumper, right bumper, X. Now this is going to pop up a dialog that says Delete System Update. Now what Microsoft did is they basically installed the Xbox 360 OS over the Xbox One OS as an update pretty much. So when you clear off the system updates, this is going to reveal the Xbox One OS so that you can basically use it as an Xbox One. Now everything I said before, keep in mind, you need to back everything up because this probably will wipe everything onto your system. So you just press yes, and then the console will probably turn off for a little while, but when it turns back on, okay, yep, here we go. Here's the boot up screen, and then we'll wait a bit to see if the setup works. Let's give it a second. Yep, here it is. Here's the setup screen, and you can just go through that. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you can see that we can scroll through it and all that, and it works. And that's really all there is to it. It's really easy. Alright, so as you saw, it was a lot easier than you probably imagined. Now, I don't know if Microsoft is going to patch this, so you better do this while you still have the chance if you want to. I don't know if maybe by the time you're watching this video, it might already be patched. But I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Don't forget to leave a comment if this worked out for you so other people can see if it hasn't been patched yet. Also, like the video, that helps as well, and subscribe because I try to make new videos like this at least once a week, often twice. If you want to check out some previous week's videos, I have a Q&A video where I answered some viewer questions, and I'll also be reading some jokes from the comments. So if you leave a comment, you have a chance of getting it read in the next video. Also, I made a tutorial on how to upgrade your TV to 4K for free. Sounds crazy as well, but it's possible. You can check out those links on the right-hand side. If you want to check out my social media, those will be in the description. Other than that, just thanks for watching, and I will see you next time, guys. Have a good one.